Great day. I'm Benecia Ponder. Welcome to today's edition of the Laser Coaching Moment. Today, our Laser Coaching Moment is an excerpt from a speech I recently gave to a group of business professionals. In this speech, I'm talking about possibility thinking, taking the limits off and living a life untapping all of that potential that you've had trapped inside of you for so long. I hope you'll enjoy it. His message was simple. I'm possible. He'd taken the word impossible and put an apostrophe between the I and the M and said, it's not impossible because I'm possible. Now, that presentation was so exciting to me. I was so pumped up, so hyped that right at the end of his presentation, I ran to the back of the room and picked up a t-shirt that said, I'm possible. That presentation spoke so dramatically to me because at that time in my life, I was at a place where I felt stuck. There was a lot that was trapped inside of me. I was in a job that I was good at, that in fact I was great at. I was excelling at that job. And I was making a great pay, but there was something inside of me that was, and I don't know another word but stuck. There was so much, and I kept asking myself over and over, is this all there is? Isn't there more to life? That speech also struck a chord with me because it took me back to a place of a younger time. And at that time, I was singing in my church choir, and one of my favorite songs to sing in the church choir went something like this. I am a promise. I am a possibility. I am a promise with a capital P. I'm a great big bundle of potentiality. And I am learning to hear God's voice, and I am trying to make the right choice. I am a promise to be anything God wants me to be. I can go anywhere that He wants me to go. I can do anything that He wants me to be. I can climb the high mountains. I can cross the wide sea. I am a great big promise, you see. Now, when I told you it went something a little bit like this, you probably thought I was about to sing, but I don't think you'd appreciate my singing abilities. But at the age of 6, I would sing that song with great force and great power. My pigtails would be swinging, hands clapping, my body would be swaying to the upbeat tempo of the music. And in those moments, I felt as if everything was possible. Every time we repeated that song and got to the chorus, I got louder and louder until I was practically shouting, I can be anything God wants me to be. There was no limits, no bounds. Climbing high mountains and crossing wide seas, a piece of cake for me. And I felt as if nothing in the world could stop me. Have you ever been in a place like that? How many of you ever been in a place like that where it was no limits to your possibility? We probably all have. And we've been there as kids. And usually that's when it happens, when we think the sky's the limit, whether we want to be a police officer or a firefighter, even a superhero. My nephew wants to be a superhero. And anything, even being a superhero, is possible at that age. But as happened with me and as happened with a lot of people, as we get older, those thoughts of limitless possibilities seem to dissipate. However, I am happy to inform you today that I have revived that spirit of possibility within me, that childlike quality of the sky's the limit, and each day I live my life bursting at the seams of possibility and potential. And as I look back over those times, that speech that I heard about being possible, the songs that I sang in the church choir about being a promise and full of potential, I can't help but think, hey, I know exactly why those things really really struck a chord with me. Because as I've discovered over the past 10 years or so, my mission in life is to live with limitless possibilities. My mission in life is to live fully engaged in the activities of my purpose and helping others to do the same. So the speech that I heard about being possible, the songs that I sang about being full of potential were precursors to what I do today as a coach, as a speaker, as an author, helping others to live their lives fully with passion, purpose, and power. And from that mission, I am always engaged in living out my full potential. And I challenge each of you that are here today to do the same. Go back to that time in your life where you felt the most alive, where you felt that there were no limits, no boundaries, and that everything was possible. And I encourage you to ask yourself, if I knew that I could not fail, what would I do? What would I be? When you begin there and take off the boundaries, you take off the limits, and know that inside of you, you have all the resources, the talent, the opportunities, and the abilities you need to succeed, then your life is going to shift from being stuck to being free and open. So I challenge you to remember that you are a promise. You are a possibility. You're a promise with a capital P. You're a great big bundle of potentiality. You can climb the high mountains. You can cross the wide seas. You can be anything God wants you to be. Possibility thinking. That's the key. In order to untap the potential that's inside of you, you must remember that you are a promise. You have lots of possibility and potential within you. It's just time to unleash it. So I challenge you to ask yourself the question that I posed during the speech. If you knew that you could not fail, what would you do? Who would you be? Start living that life. Start living the life of your dreams today. That's it for our laser coaching moment. Until next time, I want you to remember that you were created to live a life of passion, purpose, and power.